smart and reliable as a player and as a person. You made us better every day. Thank you for leading by example. Next season, we know it's going to be a breakout season for you, and we can't wait to watch you continue to grow. Congratulations. Emma. Oh, my sophomores made it so easy. You're all together. Okay. So Emma, we are so lucky to have you as a member of our team. Emma is one of the players that I know I can always count on to reach out to new players with open arms and her characteristic, kind, and welcoming presence. She is an incredibly hard worker and leans into learning new skills. Emma pushed herself in many ways this season, and she met each challenge the season presented with determination and resilience. After watching Emma patiently practice her sweeps all season, it was such a complete delight to watch her deliver perfect sweep after perfect sweep in our last JV game. You've grown so much, Emma, and your hard work does not go unnoticed. Your teammates see you as an inclusive member of our program who is always looking out for others and making sure everyone is cared for. We are going to have to set up a new carpool for you next year when Jade is off at college, but we'll make sure that you get yourself here. We're so lucky to have such a trustworthy and dedicated player on our team. Congratulations on a wonderful sophomore season, Emma. Okay, we got all our nines. Thank you. So, Andy is going to be talked about by Coach Wells.
All right. Annie, it is an absolute delight to coach for you for your second year as a field hockey goalie. Every day, your teammates and coaches admire your warm, considerate, and uber-inquisitive demeanor. You are the glue on the goalie team, drawing the other goalies close and holding tight to those bonds of camaraderie. I've watched how you've leaned on Jade for support, and not a day went by when you did not cheer her on. With Maddie, you have pointed guidance with patience and clarity. These are the qualities of a true leader. Since last year, you have made great strides in your goalie skills. I am blown away by your fiery aggression on one-on-one drills and always checking to get your angles right. Annie, I'm excited to see you develop your skills even more in the next season. Congrats, Annie.
Okay, now we've got everyone, right? All right, so now we are going to move on to our juniors, and we are going to start with Maddie Dultz. Maddie's work ethic is a defining aspect. She has a true competitive spirit, and she simply refuses to give up. Time and time again, her teammates commented on how Maddie's hustle inspired them to dig just a little bit deeper. As coaches, too, we watch this dynamic. Maddie's speed becomes the team's speed. Being able to inspire and encourage your teammates to reach their full potential in real time is an exceptional quality to have as an athlete. Maddie's athleticism and unrelenting work ethic is combined with a huge heart and a generous spirit. Maddie's teammates look to her as a model of positivity, selfless leadership, and kindness. In our team huddles, she is steadfast and encouraging, and she helps everyone keep their head in the game, even when we're down. And less obvious moments, too. Even when she doesn't know anyone is watching, Maddie is unwaveringly inclusive and does everything in her power to lift up her teammates. Thank you for all you bring to our team, Maddie. We don't know what we do without you. Congratulations. Anna, where's Anna? Oh, there's Anna. Anna is always working hard on the field. Wherever she is and whatever challenge she faces, she does not give up. Anna brings an encouraging attitude to each And as her teammates noted in our last game debrief, they have come to rely on her positive cheers and thoughtful encouragements throughout the season. Anna's commitment to the sport of field hockey and her authentic voice inspires her teammates. A highlight moment this season was when Anna was ready, stick down in the circle, and used her skills to draw a corner that we ultimately scored on. Anna was reluctant to take the credit, but her teammates and coaches were so excited to celebrate this moment with her. Anna's excitement for game days is contagious, and she has modeled courage many times. Congratulations on a great junior season, Anna. All right, so now we get to talk about our seniors. As you all know by now, I started at Greenhills at the same time that our seniors began upper school. Over the last 4 years, it has been my greatest privilege to watch them grow into resilient, compassionate, and wise beyond their years young people. Together, we have learned, we have lost, and we have won. Together, we have had the opportunity to build a field hockey program that is rooted in respect for one another, that values hard work, and that cultivates kindness and cohesion. When I think back to 4 years ago, I remember my first summer practice with some of you. You had just finished 8th grade. Even then, you were eager, playful, and so willing to work, learn, and grow to love this sport and this team. Over the past 4 years of practice, I've learned about your good days and your bad days. I've borne witness to your best and your worst dance moves. I've seen your silly moments and your sad ones. I've listened to your renditions of Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, and even Pitbull. And most importantly, I've watched you take care of one another. Each of you has a singular presence on this team, but as a group, you will leave a unified legacy. You were our core 7 starters this season, but more importantly, you were our culture keepers and our leaders on and off the field. Thank you for buying in and for believing in this team and this program. I am so proud of each of you, and I know that you are going to go on to better the world. That said, we are really going to miss you. So, we're going to start one by one, and that means we get to start with Sophia. Sophia has grown so much as both a person and a player over the last 4 years. It makes me smile to think about Riley periodically throughout the season sharing how she wouldn't know what to do without Sophia on the left sideline. Sophia always seemed surprised by these shout-outs, as if she didn't realize quite how essential her skill and presence was for our success this season. Sophia is an experienced field hockey player whose stick work is consistent and whose field positioning is superb. At this point, it seems like Sophia just gets the sport, but this high field hockey IQ was undoubtedly earned through her commitment to her sport in and out of season. Over the past 4 years, we've relied on Sophia's stick work and skills on the forward and midfield lines, and also for ideas and feedback about what she's seeing on the field and what we need to shift. Sophia, it has been such an honor to watch you grow into the confident and resilient young person you are today. I am so grateful for every season and every chapter that we've had together, and I have learned from you too. I'm so appreciative of the many conversations that we've had and your willingness to keep learning, improving your mental and physical game, and your unwavering commitment to your team. I hope you'll stay connected to the sport, and we congratulate you on an incredible 4 years. is Karis. Karis has been a dedicated member of this team since she joined and learned the sport in 9th grade. She has been a force on the forward line over the past 4 years, and her style of play is noteworthy for her beautiful breakaways as a center forward. She is an offensive presence in the circle and has scored many of our goals every season that she has played for us. This season, before we knew we were going to be able to compete, Karis made us smile during a team dance-off and brought her competitive spirit to the Stinky Blue Pickles when she helped coordinate matching outfits during a competition day. Once we could compete, she again brought speed and experience to our forward line. Karis doesn't back down from a challenge, and she brings a steady work ethic to every practice. In fact, I think Karis more into her track attacks more than any other player this year. Karis's commitment to her teammates is evidenced by her sensitivity and love for every single member of this team. This season, she made sure we appropriately appreciated and documented every beautiful sunset, team event, and game. Everyone was grateful to manager, but to me, this also demonstrates just how important this team is to Karis. Karis, your unwavering support and commitment to our team has been so important to our team culture. Thank you, and congratulations on an incredible 4 years. All right, Jade. So Coach Waz and I are both going to talk about Jade, and I will let Coach Waz go first.
Jade, it has been a pleasure to coach you over these 2 years as a field hockey goalie. Your approach to your teammates with unwavering joy, optimism, and determination is an inspiration and a lasting legacy for the team. Anyone who watches Jade play in net sees a goalie who throws her whole body to save a goal, flusters the forwards with her quickness, and encourages her defenders. You improved so much this year, but especially in communicating with the defense in 3v2s. Jade, you go all in. You were an indispensable role model to Maddie and Annie this year. You supported them through their good days and bad days, giving constant encouragement and direction. I could see how they look to you for your goalie knowledge and mental strength. We will never forget your athletic prowess and fierce and loving leadership over the past 4 years, Jade. Thank you for being our steadfast goalie leader.
So I will echo many of those sentiments. Jade has just been this bubbly, bright, and friendly presence since she joined the team as a 9th grader. I remember meeting Jade then. She told me she thought she wanted to play goalie since she didn't care very much for running. But as you all know, deciding to play goalie is no small decision, and I wasn't sure how she would feel when she got in the net. However, Jade immediately took to goalkeeping. She started working on her footwork, her angles, and soon developed her bold one-on-one skills. For anyone who hasn't seen Jade during a one-on-one, all of her teammates can tell you that she comes out just confidently charging right out of the goal to reliably shut down the play. Jade has found a family in her goalie crew, first Elise, and then Annie, and now Maddie. It's been such a pleasure to watch Jade transform from an eager mentee into a loving mentor who always has her fellow goalies' backs. Whenever Annie or Maddie were in goal, there was no one cheering more loudly than Jade. In our team huddles, our debriefs, Jade is always ready with positive and constructive feedback for her fellow goalies. In drills, she works hard to improve personally, but she works just as hard to help her teammates improve. In sum, Jade really embodies what it means to have a good attitude, and she is a selfless and relentlessly positive member of our team. Thank you for your incredible contributions to our program, Jade. Riley. When I think back to ninth grade Riley, I actually think of a memory with Bella, who was our 2018 captain, and she commented at the end of the season about Riley's confidence and support on the team. And I think I am quoting accurately here. Even though you're a freshman, I feel like you're my mom on the team. Clearly, since day one, Riley has been a vocal leader and a force for good on our team. Anyone who has been to our games knows that Riley is simply a rock star defender. What you may not know, though, is that this year she transitioned from midfield to left back. And she did so seamlessly and gracefully that I had to remind myself that this was a new experience for her. You truly never know it, because with Riley in the backfield, nothing was getting by us. Riley had an exceptional season last year, and this season she reached an even greater level. Riley's jabs, tackles, drives, and stick skills were outcome determinants for us in every single game. Riley gave everything her all. On the field, you know she's going to leave it all out there, hustling back for every last ball. When it's time to get into a game mindset, Riley is the first to holler, "You better be singing at the top of your lungs," to Taylor Swift. When Riley is cheering for her teammates, they are inspired to do their best. Riley, we are going to miss your enthusiasm, leadership, honesty, and deep commitment to this team. We are so proud of you. Congratulations. Claire, there's Claire. So Claire joined us as a brave sophomore who was new to the sport, but I do remember ninth grade Claire from school. She was as kind and authentic then as you know her to be now. When Claire joined the field hockey team, she brought a steadfast drive to learn the sport and to steadily improve. She's done just that over the last 3 years. But this year in particular, her skills skyrocketed. As a left wing, Claire honed her elimination skills, particularly a crisp and effective pull right, and put back to the ball to connect our passing patterns on the sideline. She was an offensive force in the circle too. Claire gets right down to business every day. Over the last 3 years, I've never once heard her complain, which is pretty remarkable. And she balances this serious commitment to her sport with a lighthearted, playful, and kind presence with her teammates. Claire is a deeply empathetic young person who is always looking for ways to help those around her. Claire never asks for the spotlight, but her teammates recognize her anyways. An image that sticks with me this season is Claire during one of our last games, sprinting in a recovery run from the left forward line to the right defensive sideline to pressure and ultimately come up with the ball. To me, this moment exemplifies Claire's presence on this team. She'll go out of her way every day to help out her teammates. We're going to miss you so much next year, Claire. Congratulations. Okay, I normally have food and dessert, so I get lots of breaks to compose myself, so this is really taking a lot of endurance here, but I'm going to power through. So we transition now to our senior captains, Annie and Sydney, and we will begin with Sydney. When I think about ninth grade Sydney, I see a young person who was already wise beyond her years. Over the past 4 years, she has continued to grow into a responsible, empathetic, and dedicated leader. In fact, Sydney may be the most responsible young person that I know. I don't think she has ever been late to a practice. She is so solid in her commitment to this team, and she never seeks praise or attention as a leader. When I look back on my banquet notes, I saw that 2 years in a row I jotted down, what would we do without Sydney? And now I really don't know, what are we going to do without Sydney? She is an integral part of our team culture. The consummate big sister, she will do anything and everything in her power to support her teammates and to help the collective group move forward in a positive manner. On the field, as you all know, Sydney will literally put herself in the line of fire in order to protect our team. When we talked about mindset this season, we emphasized showing up to play each minute of every 60-minute game that we were given. Sydney didn't need this talk. She has played every minute of every game she has been in at Greenhills. Her speed, resilience, and refusal to give up has lifted us up countless times over the past 4 years. As a coach, I have watched in awe as she created opportunities for us in the fields, passing lanes, breakaways, defensive stops, and I have watched as she has sparked a fire within her teammates. Sydney's speed and competitive drive on the field belies her gentle, grounded, and thoughtful presence on our team. As a captain, she set a tone that was simultaneously unfailingly positive and grounded in reality. Her teammates trust her, and they understand why. Sydney always has her teammates' best interest in mind. Sydney, you have been a truly exceptional leader and captain. Thank you for all that you have done for our program. We are going to miss you so much next year, but we will carry your wisdom, thoughtfulness, and dedication with us. Congratulations. Annie. So, I have a very specific memory of my first practice with Annie. We were on the track during our first summer workout, which in hindsight was probably way too hard for a first summer workout, but I was learning too. And I was running alongside Annie and encouraging her to push her pace a little bit, at which point she completely took off. When I commented on her speed, she had the biggest grin on her face. Pretty quickly, I knew that Annie was going to have an unparalleled drive to excel at field hockey. Over the past 4 years, Annie has worked tirelessly to hone her skills. In and out of season, she developed her passion for field hockey. As our center mid this year, Annie was an absolute force. She has exceptional elimination skills, and yet her play is balanced by her solid defensive presence. She really developed her vision this year, which allowed her to distribute the ball across the field and to coordinate both our offensive and defensive plays. Annie's drives in our last game versus DCDS were simply unstoppable. Every single opponent that we played nominated Annie as our player of the game. What I find most remarkable about Annie's presence as a captain is that she sets this precedence of excellence in a way that is inspiring to others. She has never used her skills to make her teammates feel insecure. Instead, her genuine commitment to pushing herself and improving each day inspired her teammates to do the same. Over the past 4 years, Annie has brought both humor and humility to our team. Annie's leadership style is fun-loving, inclusive, and driven. Her deep dedication to her teammates is palpable, and her love of the sport is contagious. Annie, you have been a true joy to coach. I am excited about your future with this sport, and I am so proud of the steady and steadfast leader you have become. Congratulations on an amazing career. Okay. Are you sick of hearing me talk yet? All right, so our next portion is pretty quick, but we did not have the chance this year to recognize our Catholic League awards, even though we did have some players still earn them. So, will you please join me in giving Sydney Chaw a round of applause for earning All Academic? And will you also please join me in recognizing our all-league recipient, Riley Pinnaman. And lastly, please join me in recognizing our all-Catholic recipient, Annie Wayne. So next we have our team awards, and we do have physical awards for you that are not here today, but will be distributed at our in-person days, so know that they're coming. I really love team awards because sometimes the league awards, they're a little bit less personal, and really your teammates know each other and you all best. So team awards are voted on by players alone. And we will start with our most valuable player, which this year was Annie Wayne. Our Team Leadership Award goes to Sydney Chalk. Our Team Spirit Award, which is a new award, goes to Riley Pinnaman. And lastly, our Griffin Award, which is our Unsung Hero Award, fittingly goes to Jade. So before I turn it over to our 2020 captains, I would like to take a moment to announce our 2021 captains. And I know that our captains will be incredible leaders as they had two wonderful role models to learn from this season. So our 2021 captains are Maddie DeWalt and Alina Calapatu. All right, captains, you're in.
Are you going to come get this? No pressure. I have to carry all of it.
She the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's the greatest skipping technique. I was on the ground because I was just like so amazed. It also says here, so best skipper and dad jokes because she knows dad jokes. So she's not a dad. Yeah, so this one goes to Fareed. This next one is not a noun. It's just weird, so it's just cool. Because like you're just a really cool person. I've always just like really admired them. I was kind of scared of them because they were just like calm and collected on the field. I also told them a joke once and they just didn't laugh. And so ever since that I've been a little bit scared of her, but she's also just like an insane player. So this goes to Allie. So, wow, these are all just giving me right now. Well, not really. So this one's bodybuilder. That's a lot. That's a lot. And we have like family, like field hockey families, and we each had our own name. My team's name was Advance, and we thought it was really funny. Anyway, I just remember we would do like power poses every time like anyone would say our team name. Nicole's power pose was just insane. Like she was like, no, she goes down to like, but it just looked so good, and I really liked her for that. So, bodybuilder. Her comments are just always like super insightful and they help everyone. So this is going to Andrea.
Alright, so I have this very special award. Someone who always makes me laugh, and she's in my warm-up line. This is the driver's license award. For Lizzie, both because her drives are incredible, and she's a great driver, as I've heard. Here you go.
love with her because she's just such an amazing person. This one goes to Alina.